attack.
Not yet, Brad. Not yet.
Oh, sorry, it's fish.
Pirahna 3D is a 2010 American 3D horror comedy. Whoa. Serves as a loose remake of the comedy horror film Pirahna. I made a horror comedy out of a horror comedy film from 1978 and an entry into the Pirahna film series. It was directed by Alexandra Baja. The film stars the old woman that lived in a shoe, Adam Scott, Jerry O'Connell, Ving Rhames, Jessica Stephen R. McQueen, Christopher Lloyd, and Dick Dreyfuss. A sequel, Pirahna 3 Double D, was released in 2012. Pirahna 3D received generally positive reviews, with the film critics praising it as a fun and entertaining B-movie. Pirahna 3D made a whopping $83 million worldwide. Outstanding achievement, Brad. This is, I think, widely regarded as the greatest film ever made, possibly almost rivaling Roadhouse for me.
Roadhouse.
Which is, undisputedly the greatest film ever made. Starring what's
Peak
his face?
Swayze. Peak
Swayze.
Peak Swayze.
Sexiness.
Yeah. I will not have you say a bad word about Swayze.
I would never say a bad word about Patrick Swayze.
Well, that makes me happy.
He's the greatest of all time. He's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. You son of a bitch.
Goat Swayze. All I can hear is you clicking on your mouse pad.
Clicking on my, I am clicking on my mouse pad.
Double clicking your mouse.
Organizing my thoughts. Jesus.
Disgust me. Typing with one hand, double clicking your mouse, holding your mic in your hand suggestively.
I picked up a lot of bad habits in prison, so don't blame me. I'm doing well. I'm recovering. I'm reformed. I haven't bitten anyone in 6.5 days, except for yesterday.
Yeah. Bite's a term we use loosely. If you don't leave a mark,
that's another word we could use.
Yeah. Gobbled, a term I like.
There's no body, there's no crime, Brad. You've seen Pirahna before?
I had seen Pirahna before. I was one of the people that helped out with the $83 million box office. I think I saw this at the cinema upon its release. I like to consider myself a bit of a horror boffin or a horror enjoyer. I was expecting this to be the new Jaws.
It's very much a play-by-play of Jaws.
With big titties.
Yeah. I mean, it's got Dick Dreyfuss, as I like to call him. Dick Dreyfuss in the opening scene, he's fishing, gets sucked down the hole and eaten by piranha. It's obviously making a Jaws reference. Dick Dreyfuss was obviously in Jaws, the original film. And this is kind of like saying he survived Jaws, but the piranha got him. Apparently, he turned down the role a couple of times, and they kept offering money until he finally sold out like a thespian that he is.
It's look, your principles only go so far, and then you're going to take the money.
Money talks.
You know, if you've been a vegan your whole life, and then someone says, "I've got this piece of beef for you. Would you like to eat it?" And they say, "Oh no, I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat." You know, in their little weak, lacking protein voice, and
they faint.
And then they faint. And then when you put the smelling salts in front of them, and they wake up, and you go, "Look, I'll pay you $1,000 to eat this piece of beef," and they'd go, "Oh no, it's one bead of sweat runs down their forehead." No, you know, they're thinking they're living in their fucking van. They're a dirty vegan hippie, you know, and they're thinking, "Oh, fuel's getting expensive," but no, won't eat it. And then you say, I wonder what it would be, but, would it be $5,000? Would it be $10,000? Would it be $1 million? But at some point, Rick Dreyfuss is going to eat your meat. If you know what I'm saying.
That kind of went off. Taken by surprise by that. Yeah, Dick Dreyfuss would eat your meat for a certain price. We found out that
That's right.
There's a monetary value where he just kind of goes, okay, fuck it. And bless his heart, why not? He needs another holiday home.
That's all of us. I absolutely refuse to do this podcast. And then you just kept waving money at me. You can only say no for so long.
I thought we had you at 14 million an episode. Like you were thinking about it. You seem tempted. Yeah. But we had to go all the way to 20 million an episode before you finally cracked and discarded your dignity.
I just thought to myself, if Jim Carrey's worth 20 mil a movie, why not get 20 mil a podcast? I mean, the listenership alone. Yeah. I'm happy about it. I mean, you're an okay guy. So.
Oh, not really.
I mean, I only have to talk to you for half an hour about,
That's true.
Stuff.
It's an hour once a week, really, altogether. 20 million. You can do it. You can manage.
Yeah. What is that noise? Are you masturbating again?
God, you hear everything, don't you?
You've got a very expensive condenser microphone, so yes, I'm going to hear you slapping that around on your leg.
It just sort of
drifts
around by itself. It drifts around by itself. I can't help it.
Surround sound. Shouldn't be wearing headphones.
It's a large penis is basically a medical condition. It's something I have to live with, and sometimes there's overlap. There's spillage into the public scene. People, I'm a bit embarrassed now.
Hey, you can be too big. Anyway,
sometimes the strapping breaks free.
Speaking of large cocks, we've got the fat kid from Stand By Me in this film, looking super hot, and I think we see his wiener post Pirahna chew.
I think it could possibly be slightly enlarged from real life. There's a slight exaggeration going on there.
No.
Yeah, it's a good whack. I think I noticed is the CG at the beginning of the film is a bit weak, and it gets better as the film goes. Like the CG cock wasn't too bad. Maybe it was a real cock. No, the fish comes along and eats it, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Because of the chew and because it's 3D, it's in your face, folks. So if you ever want to experience it as a, a person that doesn't get a lot of dick in their face, it's worth a watch.
No surprises for you, though, Brad.
I've seen it all, mate. Eyes wide open. Eyes wide open.
This was obviously made during the time when 3D cinema was a trend. It was the hot thing. Boom.
But was this? Should we clarify that statement?
Cutting me off.
For good fucking reason. Okay, can I finish now? Did it come out at the same time as like Tron 3D and Avatar and all that shit? Or was it before that? Was this like the red and blue glasses?
Because Avatar's the one that kicked all that off.
All right, so this is cool glasses, not red and blue glasses.
Yeah, this is the new stuff. Yeah, okay. The black framed ones.
Sorry, I just needed to clarify there.
Anyway, so 3D trends. So there's a lot of obvious shots in this film. If you're watching it in 2D now, which you probably will be, there's gratuitous shots of 3D things coming at the screen that you'll probably wonder why that's happening. But it was all, stuff going at the screen because it's 3D and it's all overdone. This was actually shot in 2D and then converted to a 3D. But apparently, a lot of films did that in the wake of Avatar. You still there?
Oh, I'm still here. I'm just letting you talk. Is that okay? I mean, you get mad at me when I talk, and then when I shut up and listen to you, you worry about me.
So anyway, a lot of films were shot in 3D in the wake of Avatar, and a lot of them were shot in 2D and then post-converted later. And it looked really shoddy, not nearly anywhere as good as Avatar did. But this was a film where they shot it in 2D and actually got the process right for the 3D. So it was one of the better looking post-conversion 3D films. So it was always intended to go 2D. But the CG does look a bit shocking in the opening scenes. And, you know, when Richard Dreyfuss is getting sucked into the hole, the water looks pretty crap. But the CG gets better as the film goes.
Just to touch back on your previous comment, I thought Star Wars did the 3D conversion pretty well. They got as far as Phantom Menace, and did they do Attack of the Clones? No, or did they?
Some of the conversion companies are better than the others, and so they actually spent the money and got the good one.
I remember actually enjoying the Phantom Menace at the cinema in 3D. I thought it was a delight.
I just got a note here. The director, he found out that they were going to hire cheap CG artists, and he wanted to remove his name from the film. And Bob Weinstein of Bob and Harvey Weinstein caught wind of this, fired all the bad people, and hired the very best people to finish the film. Harvey Weinstein supposedly hated the film, expecting it to be more in line with Jaws instead of Jaws Gone Wild, as you put it.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein, obviously a very respected producer in Hollywood. I've never heard anyone speak ill of him.
You need to get out more.
Yeah. Why? What happened?
I can't remember which one he was. Was he the one jerking into pot plants?
Yeah.
There's so many these days, you know.
Oh, he's on the YouTube of fucking chasing down women all over the place. Yeah.
All right.
Interesting fella.
Well, look into it, everybody. Hollywood. Yay. But this film, you remember it coming out, remember looking forward to going to see it. But it's definitely, it's a 15-year-old boy's dream, I think, this film. It's not too highbrow, I don't think. You know?
Titties, hot chicks, bit of gore.
Yeah.
The
scene where
comedy's not exactly funny, is it, though? Like, the jokes are pretty weak sauce. Jerry O'Connell's one-liners aren't great.
I'm just happy to see him in anything. Anything. It's like, it's just an actor I've grown up with that I enjoy.
Yeah, I think the best bit was, they took my penis. They ate my penis. They ate my penis. That scene. I thought that was pretty good. His legs are all eaten off. Just laying on the deck. You fall over again? What are you doing? All I hear is banging. Oh.
Look, you talked about Jerry O'Connell's penis, and I got excited. I bumped the mic. I apologize.
It's understandable.
I mean, look, it's a ride, you know, like it's what you want in a campy horror film. It's got simple plot, bunch of characters, you know, interesting deaths. But that's about it. Like, you don't care about anybody. You don't care who's who's going to make it to the end credits. You just want to see boobs and slaughter. That's kind of what you get.
Kelly Brook and the other girl, hot as the sun. My goodness. The blonde lady, she bends over a lot. She's got a terrific bottom. Well done.
Yeah. How do you direct that? I mean, you were a director once. How do you get away with that?
Well, the stuff I mostly got away with was done in an office. But
Weinstein style.
oh, it's just called casting back then. But on set, you'd have to pick your moments. You'd have to be quite predatory. It would be normally inviting them to your room at 3:00 in the morning for a let me move my fingers meeting. And sometimes there'd be a staff shower, I would call it.
Yep. You haven't made it sound good, but whatever gets the film in the can, as
I
they
don't
say.
think I sold it properly. Like, it was wonderful. You get to have a shower with me. Imagine how good that was. They loved it. No one complained.
Straight up, my skin just crawled. You're a creepy guy. Be my friend. Fuck, what do we do when we do these movie reviews?
That's normally. It's got a lot of scenes that are very familiar from other movies. The kids stranded on the sand dune is very reminiscent of Jaws 2. I think the kids were stranded on the sand dune. Obviously, I guess when you're getting attacked in the water, certain things have to happen a certain way, don't they? For me, this film kind of ponders along. It's okay for it doesn't really start till midpoint of the movie when the piranhas actually start really killing people, doesn't it? And that boat attack when the kids are all partying, the spring breakers.
That's great. That's an entertaining scene. Yeah,
some great gore in it. And that girl gets her hair caught in the propeller and it rips her whole face off.
Then she goes, and well done. It was very visceral. Not much CGI. It's pretty straightforward practical effects.
I think that was CGI. How do you tell?
There's a mix. There's a mix, but enjoyable scene. You know who I was happy to see in this film?
Elizabeth Shue, Ving Rhames, Christopher Lloyd.
Yes. It took you 3 shots before you hit me. Doc Brown. Seeing him back on screen. It was really
one big spray. I just sprayed it until I finally hit my target. That's what men do.
Yeah. He's always a pleasure to watch. Him, see, that was the joy in this film for me. Doc Brown, Christopher Lloyd, and Jerry O'Connell on screen. The rest of it, like the young kid. Can't remember what the fuck his name was. I just hated looking at his face. You know what I mean? He just looked like every boy band twat. LA actor, boyo, trying to make it big.
In my 4,000 hours of research, I found out who that child was, who that young man in the springs of his youth. What was his name? Stephen R. McQueen. He's the grandson of Steve McQueen. Yeah, Stephen R. McQueen.
Shame he didn't get any of the coolness of his relative. Motherfucking Steve McQueen.
I think he did his part, but he's doing what was written down for him, wasn't he? Like he was playing.
Yeah. So you're writing a script for a film, and again, peek behind the beef curtain, everybody. My co-host has been known to write a script or two. How do you sit down, you're writing your script about a film, right? We're going to get some fish and they're going to attack some people and it's going to be good times. But I also want an underwater ballet performed by 2 stark naked porn stars.
Oh, page 3 girls. Yeah.
So you just write it and hand it in and go, yeah, they'll accept this. Or do you write it and feel like a dirty old man? And then when they film it, you're just stoked.
Everyone knows what kind of movie they're making. I was reading quotes from Kelly Brook, and she's like, she was joking about how much time she had to practice the kissing scenes with the other girls. Like back then, people had fun. People
Back
kind of
then.
understood the genre they were
You
in.
know
Everything
what?
wasn't sexual assault. It was.
People still have fun. It's
I'm
just
getting paid to be in a titty movie. I understand. Yeah. I'm an adult. I signed a contract. I know what I'm getting in for. I wanted to do it.
Yeah. And in 15 years, they'll look back and say, I got Cosby'd.
Say she hasn't complained. She wasn't one of the girls that had complained about anything. I think she married Billy Zane for a while, Kelly Brook.
What happened to Billy Zane? I wish he'd make a comeback. What's the last thing he did was like Titanic?
He got fat, old, and bald.
Did he?
Yeah.
Have you seen old
handsome man, though. Handsome man in his prime. Good Lord.
Oh, absolutely. Like an Adonis. A peak.
Oh, smoldering.
Man, smoldering. The Phantom.
He was in The Boys. He was in The Boys, had a small shot. He was like the leader of their version of Scientology.
All right. Okay. Nobody watches The Boys. Come on now. Nobody that listens to us watches The Boys. Surely. I mean, our listenership is, I mean, I saw the stats were like 99.8% women.
What?
They just want to hear your voice. It's all I get in my emails.
Well, that's true.
I
am an attractive man.
Dan talk some more, please?
Yeah. It's. I've got a beautiful tone to my voice. I have to admit. I've always, yeah. Well, let's just call a spade a spade. We know what it is. There's a deep sexual attraction going on here. What?
I don't know. I didn't think you could call a spade anymore. I hope you're referring to playing cards.
I was. Oh, God. Oh. Yeah, I was reading about, Eric Clapton got in trouble for calling people spades, but I've been watching this channel and it's interviews from like the 60s and stuff. And even the black people, it was the cool word to refer to black people as spades back then. Black people were doing it, But
you have to, and again, no one's going to hear what we're saying now because we've been cancelled. But you do have to put it in the context of the era, I guess. And our era at the moment, I don't know how anybody, including us, records anything and gets away with it. So we'll see in 10 years.
Two people with purple hair complain and the whole world packs their pants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Write an article for Stuff and change some Wikipedia articles. And then Wikipedia. I haven't changed the way I live, and now I'm an angry white man.
Jerry O'Connell was playing a role based on the guy that created Girls Gone Wild, mogul, Joe Francis. Apparently, he threatened to sue the production and to say that, this was defamation of his character. He said, I appreciate a good parody as much as the next guy, but to associate me with drugs and the filming of underage girls crosses a definite line. Jerry O'Connell has repeatedly and emphatically stated on public record that he is playing Joe Francis, not a fictional character based on me. Mr. O'Connell has done this in spite of being warned by his own lawyers not to admit this. And Jerry O'Connell said, I get to play Joe Francis. Oh, wait, for legal reasons, I'm supposed to say I play someone loosely based on Joe Francis. Drama.
Got
bit of drama.
Yeah.
He didn't seem to give a shit either. He just carried on.
Well, he's not worth anything, so if the guy sued him, he's not going to get any money.
They're probably both friends.
Stand by me money's run out.
They're probably both friends, and they're just playing it up in the media to get more attention for themselves.
Yeah. Any publicity's good publicity, folks.
Yep. Apparently they used 80,000 gallons of fake blood was used during the making.
Yeah. Are you just sitting there reading Wikipedia?
I copied the notes into my little workflow here. I'm reading
Oh,
away.
man.
Workflow, great program. Anyone's interested? Oh, no, and I've got two quotes. One said 80,000 was used during the production, and then I've got another one saying that they used 75,000 gallons of fake blood per day.
Oh, wow.
I think it's referring to the boat scene when all the murderers are happening.
Yeah.
Took them 9 days to shoot that, apparently.
To be fair, if anybody out there is listening to this podcast and wondering whether they should watch this film, or you're scrolling through your Netflix or trying to decide what film to watch tonight, and you're thinking about some ocean-based homicide, I'd recommend that you just swipe past Pirahna and go and watch Jaws. It's a far superior ocean massacre film. Don't you think?
Jaws is one of the greatest films of all time. I love it.
Hands down.
This is if you want Jaws, but with titties and silliness, Pirahna's for you. I watch both of them. It's silly fun.
You raised some good points there.
Yeah, it's silly fun. You get a lot of titties and these girls' boobs getting cut in half, and it's quite gory if you're into really over the top, gory, silly stuff. It's not scary at all. Not really any tension to it. You've seen it all before. I kind of noticed. If you've seen Meg, the one about the giant shark,
shut up, Meg.
Basically has the same. Shut up, Meg. Has the same plot about an underground sort of bit opens up and the prehistoric things come out. Same plot.
Which is also like the plot of Pacific Rim, isn't it? Don't those big, I don't know what you'd call them, megaliths come out of there? The Godzilla rights.
Kaiju.
Yeah, that's it.
So on IMDb, the cold-hearted bastards over there only gave this a 5.5 on average. Someone gave it a 7. This is trash, but I like trash. Another 7. Asia, the director, delivers all the blood, camp, and boobs you could ever ask for. Someone gave it a 1. Is this a horror movie or an R-rated Playboy movie? Yeah, good call. And 6, bad movie, but I am fairly sure that was the goal. Yep. I think those are very accurate reviews.
Yeah. It's like they knew what they were making.
It's a 7 and a 1. True.
They weren't making Citizen Kane.
No. It's fun, silly, stupid, over the top. Yeah. Turn your brain off and enjoy the boobs and gore.
Woo. If you had to put this in a double pack, what would you be slapping Pirahna with? And, a
good double feature.
Yeah.
I'm going to call it Lake Placid.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Pretty similar, but not as many boobs.
Yeah. Damn. Well, you've thrown me off now. I think that's kind of the perfect addition. I'll just because it's popped in my head and it has no relevance whatsoever. I'm agreeing with you that Lake Placid is almost the perfect partner. But there's also isn't there the original Pirahna 2 directed by one James Cameron?
Certainly was. I think he got fired from that movie.
Oh, did he? Oh, well. All right, I'm just going to completely mix it up and I'm going to go deeper underwater and I'm going to double feature it with The Abyss.
Ooh, good film.
Yeah. No, I don't remember it at all, eh? Future episode, maybe.
James Cameron. Love it.
Yeah. All right. How would you rate it?
I only give it 7 titties out of 10.
Oh. Wow.
Good, clean, dirty fun.
Okay. Yeah, look. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't like so bad it was good. It was just kind of bad, and I enjoyed it for being bad. Yeah, look, I'm only giving might be my lowest score ever, a 4.5. 4.5 piranha chewed up cocks out of 10.
Hey, Brad, but this is a film made for dummies. This is right up your alley.
Fuck you.
You love stupid things.
And that's why I hang out with you.
You love not being challenged.
That's right. That's, again, why we have a podcast together. I'm a simple man with simple pleasures. But the hard thing is, right, is that you recommended me to watch this, and I had literally the day before watched the far superior film Jaws. So it was very hard to go from fuck that scene, man, when they're in the boat and Quint is talking about where 1,300 men went into the water, only 316 came out. Yeah, it's just fucking boom. That's brilliant. And then I went to the fucking name ate my dick. So
how many titties
comparison.
are in Jaws? How many titties are in Jaws?
I reckon there's 2 titties in Jaws, but it's in the dark. You don't, yeah.
The silhouette, yeah. Well, you do get you get a bit of side boob.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But there's not hundreds of titties. There's not a girl with big boobs bouncing in and out of the water on a parachute, is there? In a parasail.
No.
You don't see that. You don't see her legs getting eaten off.
Look, to
you
each
see a piranha climb out of their mouth.
Yes, that's right. But I prefer sometimes, not all the time, to have things happen off screen. It doesn't always have to be in your face, like a Saw film. Sometimes it's worse when it's off screen and you just hear it. Anyway.
Sometimes they come back. Sometimes.
They come out at night, mostly. That's man, we're going to do Aliens.
Film. So many films we haven't done. Anyway, so we left it on
it's a great
another
film.
Perfect episode.
It's a great film when we spend more time talking about other things than the actual film we're supposed to be talking about.
We talked about the film the whole time.
It's because we're professionals.
Somehow we managed to do Crowded House and start talking about Metallica.
Hey, professionals. All right, folks, if you want to see some fish eating cock, check out Pirahna 3D.
Who doesn't want to see that? You got to know how it happens.
Fishy things on a cock.
They took my penis.
Pirahna 3D.
They took my penis. They took my penis. They took my penis, Brad.
It's a small meal.
They took my penis.